issue with Obamacare, with the healthcare system, and I'm sure the people on the stage were smart enough to know this to be fact, not a talking point. And we can talk about rural hospitals. I think the lady in that video was using that as a, pull at the heartstrings of people in rural America to think that, for you folks who probably vote who are normally red counties, it's the Republicans. To me, that was propaganda and a talking point. The truth is, I don't know if it's about illegals. I don't know what they're fighting about, really, honestly. They just need to open up the government and try to fix the healthcare system. So many people are hurting.
The reason that you had rural health care closing for all these years is because you remember Obamacare and how the Republican governors denied the Medicaid for their states. That would be why, to be part of the reason. There's always a reason that we can find for things happening other than just saying they're happening.
Do you mind if I say something real quick, Councilman? So I just looked this up, right? So under the Biden administration, they made investments under the USDA for emergency rural health care grants as part of their Investing in America agenda. They also opened rural residency programs to train doctors in certain settings. They expanded the federal funding towards these rural hospitals, and it was part of the Inflation Reduction Act. And then they made special outpatient rules for people that stayed in certain communities. And it allowed rural health clinics and providers more flexibility, money towards telehealth, their behavioral health integration systems to help lower the costs and maintain their service. It also talks about $50 billion that was put for rural health transformation program. So there was a lot of proposed and enacted bills that were to support the rural hospitals under the Biden administration.
Can I pop in and ask Patty a couple of questions? Or am I just okay?
Wait.
Scotty's not on the stage, Bella.
But I was going to say, Patty, don't forget there's another part to it. Another part to it is that they pulled a lot of money away when the Trump administration came along.
Yeah, I just did a Google search. It was that quick. If somebody wanted to know what was going on under each administration. They actually talk about Obama putting money towards rural hospitals. Now, Google what Trump did.
Well, I don't have to Google what Trump did.
Okay, all right. Can I have? I mean, Lisa, it's been like an hour.
Bella.
I know that was really frustrating.
They haven't let her speak.
Okay,
Yeah, like they kicked me off stage like 3 times.
Interrupting, that's why. And you still doing the same thing.
We're now on like the 6th
It's not a
topic.
counselor session. It's
No,
not a counselor
Bella, but she didn't interrupt me. I was telling her to go ahead, actually, because I was doing something over here, basically, Bella. So I can't babysit the room like that. But go ahead, Bella. I don't know what's going on.
No, you need to get your mods under control. They're kicking me off stage when I was in queue. I was the next one in queue.
Bella.
I was the one to go.
Bella, you're going to have to call HR again.
All right.
Bella, go ahead. Go ahead, Bella.
Okay, so Patty, do you want to talk about rural healthcare facilities and why the funding isn't there? Like, which topic do you want to go back to? Do you want to go back to Venezuela? Because I got points on that. Like, that's the thing is that you guys just
Wait, Asian.
well, no, I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm trying to have a conversation. So, which conversation do you want to have? Do you want to talk about rural health? Do you want to talk about Venezuela? Or like, which one do you want to have? Because there's a lot to be had here. Like, you guys just keep on skipping over. No. I'm specifically asking Patty, which one would you rather have, Venezuela or rural health?
I really don't care because rural health is something that you might have to have a conversation with April because I had to Google. But if you want to talk about Venezuela, baby, let's go.
All right, well, let's just go back to rural health. And it does go back to Obamacare. And what I feel like a lot of people are missing here is like...
I thought you gave me a choice.
Exactly.
I thought you chose rural health. Wait.
If you're going to give me a choice, I told you. So when it comes to geopolitics, you can hit me in the head all day, and we gonna fight. Now, when it comes to the medical side, you're gonna have to talk to Lisa, April, maybe a Ed, but Patty.
So you want to talk about Venezuela?
My first bachelor's degree was in biology, but guess what? I didn't go nowhere with it. So
you want to talk about Venezuela?
Oh, we can talk about Venezuela, baby. But gotcha.
Oh, okay. All right. So now we're going back an hour. That's totally fine. I'm done with talking about Venezuela. My question is: it okay if I don't just go on a diatribe, but I have a conversation with Patty about Venezuela? Is that cool with everyone?
That's not.
It has to be cool with Patty.
Is that cool with you, Patty?
Well,
okay, all right. So if we go back to Venezuela, we already know, like, obviously they have a significant unstable government. We know that a significant amount of fentanyl and other drugs have been coming into the U.S. from Venezuela since probably the late 1970s. We know that they have a lot of pirates in terms of within their own government, that there's nobody actually in charge. And so what is your biggest beef with Trump about going after essentially what is a government cartel in which cannot even sustain its own people currently or its own currency? What is your biggest beef about Trump coming after Venezuela to say, you're not going to ship your drugs into our country anymore? I want to understand it.
it's against the Constitution. It's against the law. It's against international law. We signed treaties, right? You can't just go into a sovereign country and say, I'm going to wage war. Especially, like, if you even listen to any of you understood any of the weapons that's in most of these Central American, even South American countries are coming from the U.S. We're selling it to them.
Did we invade Venezuela? Did I miss something? Did we invade Venezuela? Did the U.S. military invade Venezuela? Did that happen?
What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about if we were to invade Venezuela.
No, I'm asking why you're mad that Trump is like, Venezuela no longer even
So that's not what's
into
going
our
on.
country.
Maybe you didn't understand what was going on in the beginning of the conversation. I said he wants to invade Venezuela. We cannot invade Venezuela. It's not lawful.
Did he say that? Did I miss that? Is that quoted someplace?
I'm about to pull it for you real quick because you.
No, I don't think he ever said that. I think he said that Venezuela needs to stop. Trump doesn't even have the energy to even think about invading Venezuela. Like, I mean, defending Trump is so stupid because it's like defending my 89-year-old father. Like, it's like, this is so stupid. It's just, like, he doesn't even care. He doesn't care about Venezuela. What he does care about is the drugs coming in from Venezuela. He cares about the cartels running Venezuela, and he cares about them.
Put in the chat.
Bringing in the fentanyl. Yeah, and the amount of fentanyl coming in from Venezuela.
Okay.
He never threatens to invade Venezuela.
Okay, Bella. I don't know what you're talking about because they just played that about him saying something. I'm trying to get to it actually, and I'm listening to this whole press conference just so I can play that.
He's never gonna say it. MSNBC just said that he said it, but he never actually said it. Lisa,
Okay,
find it.
can I just let me finish what I was saying? Like when I'm talking, I allow you to talk. I tell people not to interrupt you, but then you want to do it to me. I'm not looking at MSNBC, Bella. I'm not. I'm looking at one of y'all's stations. I don't know if y'all's Times Now. I'm listening to him speak. So when he says it, I'll play it. I'll stop it there because I can't rewind it and go forward. And the real interesting thing about you and the other people who want to make this argument, we have people in this country who are drug addicted. That's why Venezuela, if you say they are, and fentanyl is coming from there, that's why they're sending it here. They're sending it here because they have a market for it. So why don't you and your president and your administration and all you people who care so much about these drug addicted people, why don't you guys go and get them off the streets, put them in rehab programs, educate them on drugs, get them physically and mentally the fuck together so there won't be anything. So if somebody's sitting on the corner and they're selling fucking